Miles, DJ, y'all cold, man. You get colder and colder, Miles. I gotta give it to you. Yeah, I gotta give it to you. Play it TS me, Hollywood in the hood. Yeah. Before I go any further with my esteemed guest that's joining me tonight, I gotta thank a few people, you know, because without them, you know, we really need a marketing solution. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down, the Coleman family. Big Bud. Miss Kim. Miles, Morgan, Swole, DJ, the whole family, the whole team holding this together for quite some time, man. Craig, you know, allowing you to get your face out in the place and your story out there. You know, holding it together, man. I mean, for real, when there wasn't an idea to lift the hood up, when there wasn't nobody going around, everybody was, you know, disturbed.
It ain't gonna work.
You know, it ain't gonna work. Oh, why y'all talking about the hood?
Yeah.
You know, but now everything is the hood.
Everything's the hood.
You know. But they don't know about the sacrifices we go through, man. Don't nobody care either. I ain't about to go through it. You know. Is it really? Yeah, it is.
It is.
You do 5 years around and you away from your family. That's a sacrifice.
Well, to me, it was just something that they had me to do.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
That the people in power, that's what they always got for so much for us to do.
Well, we got to understand that. If we ain't got nothing to do, they're gonna
there you go. If we don't got nothing to do, they're gonna create something for us to do.
Right.
Big shout out to Minister Roland Muhammad and Shabazz Bakery. Buttermilk pies, apple pies, carrot cake, pound cake, bean soup. Very delicious, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you haven't had none, I don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing, man. You know, and the soup heals you. You know, ask Elijah Muhammad.
How to eat to live.
How to eat to live, baby. Big shout out to Superior Renaissance. Yeah, making it happen. Especially from 105 and Superior to 125th. When y'all wake up on the weekends and see it's clean, nah, yeah, you know, no, it ain't court appointed.
No.
We out there.
No court.
Representing.
That's right.
And look, you could be out there with us too now. We'll feed you well. You know what I'm saying? You could be out there with us, and in a minute you're gonna get paid.
That's right.
That's right.
You know, that's just the beginnings of a renewable energy, a smart city.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's just the beginnings of that. That's what Superior Renaissance is
together.
all about. So you want more information on that? Start coming around. The website is it up and running? It's coming soon.
It's coming soon.
SuperiorRenaissance.org.
Yeah.
You know, it's coming soon. But right now, like I said at the onset of the show, we have somebody that's near and dear to us, near and dear to the Renaissance, near and dear to the city, near and dear to people's hopes, dreams, goals, and aspirations, far and wide.
Yes.
You know, we got one of them angels on earth with us.
Yes.
Yeah, one of them heroes without recognition.
For real.
You know, we putting the cape on her tonight, though. Yeah. JNS Marketing Resources.
Yeah.
I got Sonja Leftwich right here. Give it up. Hey, how you doing, Sonja? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, hold on, Sonja. Now, you in the money world, in the finance, in the business world, where did it all come from? Did it start out like that? Was we a hustler at 9 and 10 years old?
We were a hustler. We was in the streets.
We were in the streets, 9 and 10 years old.
We
with
were
a,
addicted to crack at 13.
addicted to
And
crack at
selling
13.
dope to supply
And
our
selling.
own habit.
Tell it like it is.
Ah!
Yeah, tell it like it is. Woo.
And that all started moving from California, parents getting divorced, relocate to Los Angeles, and everything in my life changed at that point.
Yeah.
Prior to moving there, I grew up on the hill off of Grayton,
Okay.
on Whitby, where Sunny Spot used to be on Noble. And so my aspirations back then was to be a corporate attorney. and I was slotted for that. Every year, I went to Caledonia Elementary School. Every year in the summer, they sent me to Ohio State, specializing in math. And it's funny how things happen.
Specializing in math. We so dope at a young age, and we specialized in math.
And the thing is, we all say what we wouldn't do. We all say where we wouldn't go, what we wouldn't do.
Yeah.
But you have no idea what you'll do. You have no idea what you're made of until it happens.
Sonja, how did we start out with such a steep hill to climb at such a young age?
Well, the parents got divorced.
Because your parents got divorced?
Parents got divorced. Mom took myself
Did you
and my
choose a
brother.
side? Did you choose a side?
Of course I did. I didn't know any better.
Chose mom.
I chose mom.
Did you demonize dad?
Yeah,
You
I
demonized
did.
dad?
And I found out I was wrong
Found out you were wrong.
Why you was wrong?
because it wasn't dad.
How did
Dad tried to hold the marriage together.
How did you find out that you were wrong? Were your mom misleading you?
Well, of course. When the guilty party in a relationship always misleads. If they don't mislead, then the other person finds out, right?
Real talk.
That's just what it is.
That's cool.
You know, so to find out that it didn't go down the way it was presented, and then actually looking forward, like coming from Cleveland, of course, at 12 years old, you know, your mom says, well, we're moving to California. You're happy. You know, you want to go.
Yeah,
You have no idea what that means.
Is that's where your kind of life turned around for the worst when you
Yes.
moved to California?
Yes.
Why so? Was it the lifestyle, the culture?
California is a place where children have free reign to do anything. Children can get money, children can get high, children prostitute. We're here, we're talking about human trafficking. That ain't what we calling it in Los Angeles. It's just a regular everyday occurrence. You know what I mean? So, and I went from selling dope to selling myself to selling more dope, using dope. And then one day I got in a brand new Cadillac Seville, rode with a guy to pick up this Cadillac Seville, and ended up out of the passenger seat into somebody's living room with the windshield in my face. And so that was, should have been the reckoning that you need to stop your
How old
grind.
were you then?
I was 12.
Woo!
Deep.
Hold on, man. Some of y'all was playing with Ken and Barbie.
Tell that story, son.
Y'all wasn't
So-
selling dope. Y'all wasn't going through a windshield.
Tell that story.
Selling
If your
dope.
parents leave you, if your parents separate and you go with one parent across the globe, and then things are different because the lifestyle is different.
Yes.
So I didn't know what to do.
Was mom getting high too, son?
Not that I knew of. She
Couldn't control you?
keep in mind my whole life she had been with my dad, so she was dating now. She was
Okay,
kicking it.
okay.
She was partying. She was
Yeah.
out. You know, so I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I got a brother. He's 3 years younger than me, and the gangs were very prevalent, and I didn't want him in one. So I'll go and do whatever I got to do. So we got money, we can eat or whatever.
I did the gangster stuff.
Yeah.
So my little brother wouldn't have to do it.
You know. So when you really think about your children, the position you put them in, you know what I mean? You don't really think it. You don't really think it through. Like you hear black parents say all the time. They bash me on Facebook because I told them black children do not need just love. Love is great. Money's better. You can buy happiness. I don't care what they say. You can buy happiness all day. You know what I mean?
Amen.
We had too many children growing up in poverty,
Without love.
you know, and they just are thrown in. You know what I mean? I just happened to be groomed for where I ended up.
So-
because I was a latchkey kid here.
Okay.
So I come home, I walk from school, go get my little brother, we walk home, I make a grilled cheese sandwich for both of us. You know what I mean? So I was kind of
Real
made, right, with the Velveeta. So, so I was kind of made for, I kind of was ahead a little bit. And then
Advanced meaning you were advanced in the
yeah,
mind.
Yeah. I was already going to college in 5th grade. I was
Wait,
already
wait,
going
wait,
to
wait, wait,
Ohio
hold,
State.
hold.
I told you every summer.
You were going to college in the 5th grade.
They send me every summer. To
We
Ohio
did it
State.
young.
That,
We did it young. Everything we did it young.
yeah, heck yeah.
Hold on, talk about jumping off the porch. I don't want to hear no more about that. You better have really jumped off the porch, because I know some people that jumped off the porch.
Yeah,
Leaped off the porch.
yeah.
Leaped. I wasn't the only one.
So you really just, you do what you have to do if you care about someone else and you don't want them to be in a situation and you feel that you're stronger and you feel you can better handle it, then you take that on the chin. So that's kind of when my mom, you know, she was doing her thing. It was just me and my brother. You know, my grandmother, she's here. And so my grandmother just showed up there with Goldie. Goldie
Showed up to California.
showed up to California
Oh.
in a stretch limo. Goldie, for the record, in California, Goldie was a black man who owned a very exclusive limo service. Now, how my grandmother from here, 111th, 113th, how she knew Goldie, I don't know.
And Goldie transported her all the way to
From the
Cali.
airport.
Oh, from there.
She flew.
She calling a favor.
And so Goldie picked her up at the airport. And then I heard, we lived in the apartment building, and I heard them knocking on the security door. And I came to the door, and Goldie said, "There's someone here to see you." And I'm like, "Well, how do you know me? What do you mean?" And there was my grandmother, you know, and she had been calling and calling. And I had been lying to her, lying to the landlord. I had been paying the rent. I had been doing all kinds of things.
In place of your mother.
Yes.
And she
And
had,
covering
and she,
for
and
my
your,
mom.
and covering for your mom.
Yeah.
So your grandmother came to show up to see what was
What's
going on.
Yep.
And you were handling can you imagine that?
That's it for Goldie. That's it for Goldie.
Hold on. Goldie, keep it real, Goldie had to be a little bit proud though.
You know what?
She was probably a little taken aback, like my daughter dropped the ball, but my grandbaby picked it up.
That little lady, I just remember her looking at the building like, what the hell? Where
And you were paying the rent and everything.
Now, at this place, no, but then we moved. And then we moved to a duplex side by side. The landlord lived next door, and she was constantly coming over like, "Where's your mother?" And I said, "She working late." "Where's your mother?" "She working overtime." "Where's your?" I said, "Here go the rent," because I knew how to. Remember back in the day, we used to go to the money exchange to pay the utilities.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew how to go pay the phone bill. I knew how to go pay the electric bill, all that. So the bills would come, and I would go down to the money exchange and pay the bills, and then give her the rent, get a money order. I knew how to do all that. And she just started she was a hairdresser. And she was like, "Where is your mother?" I said, "At work."
Where did the substance abuse come? Because we see the need for
Substance
the
abuse
hustling
came
came. Huh?
Because
Exposed.
we were there, we moved to this duplex, and across the street was a dude, and he saw what was going on. And then my best friend from school, she lived next door to him, and I said, "We need some money. I don't know what we're gonna do." She said, "Go back there, tell Cotton you need some money." So I did. So Cotton
Go over here and
and
tell him you need some
Right,
money.
so Cotton gave me some money, and then he said, "What's going on?" And I said, "Well, my mom, she ain't come home. She hanging out. I need to go to the grocery store and wash her clothes and all that." And so he's like, "Come in and close the door." And he pulled out a scale, and he taught me the game right
Yeah,
then.
that's
That was
right,
it.
that's
He
right,
gave me my first
that's
package,
right.
and I went on.
That's right.
You know,
That's
so
right.
he didn't tell me to use it though. You know, but that's bound to happen if it's in your hands. You know?
Well, I'm thinking why? Because you were led astray by men. You were disappointed in something. Like because a hustler is a hustler, but then if you started using,
Well, you're talking about a 13-year-old now. What does a 13-year-old know? Coming from Cleveland, we smoke weed, we smoke Newport.
Thought it was you thought it was a social thing. It started like
It
that.
is a social thing in California.
Yeah.
Everybody from the
right.
CEO to
Okay, right.
everybody.
Yeah,
everybody
that's true.
gets high in California.
That's true.
It's just a regular thing.
So
Yeah.
fast forward, Sonja, when did we begin to turn things around? When did we start looking at ourselves different?
When Mike crashed that car into those people's houses, I had to keep in mind now the windshield on my face. I wasn't even concerned with that. I needed to use the phone to call my mother because I done left. I'm 13. I don't live at home. I live wherever. I live in the streets. So I'm calling to say, hey, the police are going to come. And you don't know shit. I'm okay. I'm good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was so crazy. I end up in court. I end up getting arrested a bunch of times. And a black judge, female judge, she said, what are you doing here? I said, what do you mean? She said, you from Cleveland. You're a straight A student.
You were a straight A student.
I was, but
I miss all this.
I had quit going to school. When
Okay.
I got there, I quit going to school. My mother was trying to keep control over that. She would drop me off at school, and I would walk into the front of the school, come out the side door, grab the dope out the locker, come out. She pulled up on me. She like, you going the wrong way. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, snap.
And so after getting in all that trouble, that judge, she said, I'm going to seal your records. You got a one-way ticket back to Cleveland. Don't come back here. And I never did.
Wow, a judge of your own likeness and kind did that. We need more people like that.
If
you can do that, do that.
For y'all that's got criminal records, let me tell you something about when the judge seal you up. When the judge seal you up, then you can go and you can go and get licenses for financial services and become the insurance lady.
Huh?
The things you can do once those records are sealed, it ain't no expungement, it's a seal. And it's a seal as a minor. Whereas here in Ohio, they changed those rules. They wanted the youth records to follow you into adulthood and still penalize you. Our youth prison is a holding cell for the Justice Center.
Yeah, they call
That's
that the school to prison pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all familiar with
nobody
it?
there is trying to really help, trying to recondition, rehab, none of that. If it wasn't for that judge, I would not be sitting.
Do you remember the judge? Do you remember her name or anything?
I do not.
Yeah, we are thankful for her, that judge. We are. We got a question, Sonja.
Yeah.
Sonja,
Yes.
I got a question. I want to ask you. Actually, I almost forgot the question, but so please excuse me.
So you got a statement.
I'm going to make this a statement for, as far as, and I remember the question also, is that, how did the judge, I think this is the question, excuse me, I'm going to excuse myself.
Which one?
So how did I end up in front of the judge?
Yeah.
Riding in a stolen car. Niecy riding in a stolen car that Niecy got from the boyfriend. We supposed to be going to Popeyes. We pull out. Shoo! That's it.
Man, yeah.
That was only my 100th time.
Wow.
So you had numerous run-ins, and then did you have, because now we're this whole different person.
Yeah.
Like you made this, like dramatic, like 180.
I didn't. When I came back here, my grandmother, here I'm thinking, because the one-way ticket, I'm coming back here to live with my grandmother in Warrensville.
That's what you were thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. But when I got to Hopkins,
You was like, F that.
well, no, it was full of police. When I came off the plane, the whole area was full of police. And
Wait.
I was just looking around for my grandmother, and they came. Warrensville police came.
To get you?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't allowed to go to any school anymore. I was 15 when I came back. I couldn't go to Warrensville High. Here I'm thinking, my grandmother lived in Ellicott, right at the corner where Warrensville High School is. I'm thinking I'm getting ready to go enroll to school, have a normal life, finish it up.
Your grandma ain't had nothing to do with this.
No, but they called my grandmother and said, we'll be picking her up and bringing her to you. The
Wow.
crime
So you had a
time-
warrant, basically.
No, I did not. I had a record as a minor that basically got me treated like an adult. And from there, they made it very clear. You will not attend any more schools. You will not engage around any children your age, no teenagers, none of that. You have to go to night school. You might as well get a job because you ain't going no more.
I think you got a question, Sonny.
Yep.
Yeah, this is me again, Tanya. You know, you mentioned something about, you know, being a kid and what you're really talking about me without saying me. And you're using yourself because I went through the same thing. My mom and dad couldn't read or write. And I had to take the place of my mama standing beside me while I read, and she hearing what I'm reading, and then she communicated with the teacher according to what I read. So, you know, I can relate to you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. So at the end of the day, get back here. Started working at the CDs had just came out. We was transitioning from cassette tapes to CDs. So I worked in the music warehouse in Solon. And I just, from there, I just kept just getting jobs or whatever, but I hadn't graduated from high school. Next thing you know, somebody said, you should apply at Progressive. I didn't know nothing about Progressive. I didn't know
The
what Progressive
insurance
was.
place.
Right. So Progressive does, what do they call it? It's a type of testing they do. And so you take these tests that have nothing to do with the job, and each time you pass the test get harder. It has nothing to do with the job. So after you pass so many of those at home, online, then Progressive call you in. So they call me in to like this lab. And so it might have been like 10 of us there. And so they sit you all down in the lab. They got these timers and all this. And so they say when you get tapped on the shoulder, step outside the lab, right? So they said, focus on what your test. Don't worry about what's going on. So I did what they said. And then my shoulder didn't ever get tapped on. And so they finally came and tapped on my shoulder, and when I stood up, nobody else was there but me. So they brought me into the office and they said, your scores are phenomenal and you haven't graduated high school. We need you to go take a GED right away.
Wow.
I said, well, where do I do that? And she said, go to Tri-C. I went to Tri-C. The next week had a GED, worked for Progressive. That's how my insurance career started.
Hold that thought, Sonya. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back in a minute. Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. Pardon me one second.
I love that song.
Yeah, this is the
Are you going out tonight or this weekend? If so, you looking good. So now, why don't you get the smell good? Get your body oil only at the Player T Oil Shop. Stop in or call us. 216-355-9702. Get yours today. Oil Shop. Smell good. So good to me. Yeah. Good. Rolling bean pie. The best on earth. Baked freshly daily. Rolling bean pie. Get yours today. Call us at area code 216-355-9702. We will deliver to you. Call us. Get yours now. Bean pie. Are you going out tonight or this weekend? If so, you looking good. So now, why don't you get the smell good? Get your body oil only at the Player T Oil Shop. Stop in or call us. 216-355-9702. Get yours today or shop. Smell good. Yeah. Good. Rolling bean pie. The best on earth. Baked freshly daily. Rolling bean pie. Get yours today. Call us at area code 216-355-9702. We will deliver to you. Call us. Get yours now. Bean pie. Are you going out tonight or this weekend? If so, you looking good. So now, why don't you get the smell good? Get your body oil only at the Player T Oil Shop. Stop in or call us. 216-355-9702. Get yours today or shop. Smell good. Yeah. Good. Rolling bean pie. The best on earth. Baked freshly daily. Rolling bean pie. Get yours today. Call us at area code 216-355-9702. We will deliver to you. Call us. Get yours now. Bean pie. Are you going out tonight or this weekend? If so, you looking good. So now, why don't you get the smell good? Get your body oil only at the Player T Oil Shop. Stop in or call us. 216-355-9702. Get yours today or shop. Smell good. Yeah. Good. Rolling bean pie. The best on earth. Baked freshly daily. Rolling bean pie. Get yours today. Call us at area code 216-355-9702. We will deliver to you. Call us. Get yours now. Bean pie.
All right, we back. Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. Doing it really big. I gotta remind you, clear your schedule out for March 14th. We doing it big. We got the gala coming up in Akron at House 330. So, clear your schedules for that. If you want to sponsor that event, be involved, hit us up. Also, if you feeling what we got going on, what we're doing, over 20 plus years doing this, no help from no white mans, no Chinese mans.
No man.
No mans, it's been us, man. It's been us men. It's been us humans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could support us. You could sponsor Hollywood in the Hood with a donation, whether big or small. It all helps to keep
That's right.
shining a light on the stars that we are, know, love, and aspire to be.
And you truly got stars in the hood.
And you truly got stars in the hood, man.
Real talk.
So go ahead and do that, straight up
They
and
can't
down.
hide us no more. They can't hide us no more.
No, they can't hide us, man.
They can't hide us no more.
We too boisterous.
No more.
We talking about what we been through. We not caring how you feel about it. We hit you with a golf club if you really get live. That's just how it goes. No more. You like Trey Orr say, no more. Hi, Torre. Okay, excuse me. I said his name. Excuse me, brother, for getting your name wrong. Don't off with my head. You know what I'm saying? When I come over there, because I'm going to go see my stereo,
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
Stereo say he going over in Africa in December. That's our other dude with Hollywood in the Hood. He got the Sonja, you got a dollar store lounge in Africa. A dollar store lounge.
Oh, that's what they call it?
Yeah, he got a dollar store lounge where it's they sell things in there for $1, but you can eat and relax and buy a drink, and there you got VIP. It's really nice.
That's love.
Yeah, first ever. You know? But
He in the chat. He said what up?
in the chat, what's up, Stereo?
I knew you was watching.
Yeah.
I knew you was watching.
And he doing
That's
it
funny.
big. Yeah, he doing it big over there.
Call in, Mal.
Yeah. But right now, if you're just now tuning in, I'm right here with Entrepreneur of the Year right here. J&S Marketing Resources. Sonja Leftwich right here.
Viral with it. Viral.
Now, we once was gangster with it, but we made a complete turnaround. Okay, we did. Now we help.
Going that way.
Yeah, we were born that way. We were a product of our environment.
True.
That's all.
You heard what Tupac said. You know. Now we appreciate your candor and you being here, Sonja.
That's
really
what's
do.
important.
Thank you. And what's important is that you are a lesson in itself. You know, and you say you made it through all these things. And how did marketing and business and finance get into your life? At what point?
I got tired of, they used to make black women that had impeccable administrative skills. They wouldn't hire us
Okay.
permanently and full time in Cleveland.
Okay.
They wanted us to be the temporary help all around downtown Cleveland.
Okay.
Okay, on the one hand, that was really good for the skill set. On the other hand, when you talk about benefits and things like that, that kept us out of the benefits. We didn't get benefits as a temporary. And so I decided one day that I was going to start my own administrative service because I saw so many black men starting businesses, but they couldn't handle paperwork.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They couldn't handle the paperwork. They didn't know how to get bigger contracts, where that had always been my job, was to bid on jobs. They bring me into the construction companies, the engineering companies, architectural companies to do the paperwork for them to bid on various government jobs. And so I decided that I wanted to do that for black men because that's all I saw at the time. I didn't see any black women that were in business. It was all men.
Fathom that. We used to serve the community.
Yep.
You know, in another way.
Right.
But now we serving the community
In another way.
in another way.
That's right. So that's how I started in my apartment downtown. And what I did, I didn't have enough cash flow to maintain everything, the supplies. I needed new computers. I needed the software, all that. So I figured out, just make everybody set up an account with $250 and work down to $250. So I took 10 people, had them open accounts, and that's how it all started.
Huh?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like that you.
Hold on. What
have
did
to
we
plan.
pitch to these 10 people? Because
They were
somebody
people-
black telling me, yeah, come do this, yeah, put
No.
up your 250, huh?
Here's a perfect example. This is your business, let's just say.
Okay.
Hollywood in the Hood, right?
Yes.
You yelling about sponsors.
Yeah.
I go get them.
You go get
I
'em.
create those
You hear
sponsorship
that, Miles?
contracts. I sign them up,
Yeah.
and you kick me back. 'cause
You
it
hear
was
that,
your money.
Miles?
Okay.
Okay.
So that's how it goes.
You hear that?
Anybody that produces, adds value, that generates revenue, deserves they cut. That's it.
Right, that's right.
That's it. And we just can't seem to understand that. We don't want to share that way. And that's created a long-term problem.
What did you take from you in your hustler street days that afforded you success in the corporate world?
You shouldn't, when I was selling dope, I shouldn't have been selling everybody dope. That's the first thing. You got 4 kids.
Yeah, you got them lineups in the back. You got them certain boots on, that certain
it's the
belt.
same thing
You
in
police.
business. It's the same thing in business. Everybody should not be your customer. Being somebody's
All
customer.
money ain't good money, baby.
Being someone's customer means they have earned the right to do business with you.
Talk about it.
Now, When your Microsoft Office don't work right, Office 365, you can't call Bill Gates, right? He ain't there no more, but when he was there, you couldn't call him, right? They shouldn't be able to buzz you like that either. The more you make yourself available without actually vetting that person, the more you devalue yourself. Everybody is not worthy of being on your phone.
Vetting yourself.
You have to vet them. To vet someone is to determine if they are ready to be in your presence.
Yeah.
If you are at a place where you coming to me talking about starting a business, but you've got 2 children, you're a single parent, and you can't budget money, it's not time to talk to me about business. It's time for me to get you together on a budget, better care for the kids, better education for the kids, and let me get you together. You know, it's really something to see women they just don't take care of themselves. You know what I mean? They don't go get their hair done, their skin hit, they don't get their nails done, they don't get the clothes together, they just don't. And then
but Sonja, everybody.
You don't need no man.
Everybody
ain't got nothing to do with a man.
Everybody
ain't got shit to do with a man. That's got to do with
everybody
them.
don't have that power that you had. That's why I'm trying to figure
That's
out
not power,
what
that's
got you to this
desire.
point. What? Okay, desire.
Desire.
Huh? Get it right.
That's
Thank you.
desire. Because at the end of the day, me and my wife been married 18 years.
Okay.
I came home one day, she always asked me, how was the meeting? And this particular day, she was sitting on the edge of the bed, and I stood in the doorway of the bedroom, and I just looked at her, and I said, and I just bust out crying. She got up, she said, what's wrong? I said, everybody was talking about how I looked. Everybody was talking about how old I looked. Everybody was talking about my hair was old-fashioned. Nobody wears suits. Nobody carries a briefcase. She said, it's okay. Go cut your hair. I'll take care of the clothes. From that day, I wouldn't buy no shit like this. I would not buy nothing like this. But she know I go to get money. When I hit the streets, I'm coming to get money. My job is to meet everybody in the streets and find out how I can add value. Why? Because that's how I generate my revenue.
Period.
Period. You find out how you can add value.
Right, because you ain't got no reason to pay me if I ain't making it better for you.
That's right.
Right, yeah.
So instead of us all thinking that we're worthy of the money, we need to be providing the damn service.
That's right.
So that they just shell the money.
In other words, stand on business.
It's just, it don't make no sense.
Stand on business. Do what you say you can do.
It don't make sense. And understand, again, take it from me, this year, after 28, this is my 28th year. I'll be 58 in a couple days. Ain't no way that this year I should have had to pull a restraining order about doing some damn taxes. Okay? Understand, the game has changed. People are different now. This shit going on at the White House, it's like an approval on bad behavior across the board. Every race,
I agree.
Every age demographic, we ain't got no more decorum. We don't have no couth. We don't have that. Right. Okay, so now just know that when you go crazy, somebody might have a bullet for you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it's come to now. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just, it's terrible now. Yeah. And if ever there was a time that we should, like, I've been watching Kenny and I talk all night, and I'd be like, black people, do they know what's going on right now? Because they still moving like nothing's going on. Yeah. You know, do they know? Yeah, and we keep voting the same people in locally. President kind of control your life, but the councilman controls your life. Okay, you got to remove the bullshit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I live in Collinwood. We ain't got no police. You know, but then when I call you,
ain't got no police. I seen them over there.
Yeah, we ain't got no. We got a few more than we had. But when you can call your councilman on speed dial at 1:30 in the morning and have a whole conversation and say, look, one of these kids, we're going to kill one of these kids in the parking lot about these cars. He say, Sonja, we ain't got no police. Do what you got to do. Bet.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so then you create your own team. You don't have a choice. You know what I mean? This shit going on downtown. Like, we're steadily being taxed, but we're not being serviced.
Huh?
None at all.
Steady being taxed.
Wake up.
None at all.
Misrepresentation.
Wake up.
The money that we're actually paying,
What they say, taxation without
a lot of us, if we
representation?
got a job on the W-2, we being taxed there. Then we got a business, we taxed there. It's time out for it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, sitting back, watching what's going, like, I realize now that you can't chase money. You can't let the money get in the way. You know what I mean? Somebody offer you a lot of money to, I kind of feel now like the money was to remove me from doing certain things because I was instrumental in the streets with making a lot of stuff happen behind the scenes. But if I can't get free until 7 o'clock every day, then you keep me out of the way that way.
That's what they did.
So I'm now looking at all that's going on. Why are we not present? Why are we not at the council meeting? Why did we allow the head of city council to take $500,000? See, remember this? $500,000. Understand that the biggest money to run any city is from the block grant dollars. Block grant dollars come from the federal government to the state then allocate to the counties and then to the municipalities, to the cities.
Like,
so we
like
didn't
the
get
ARPA
none.
funds.
So we didn't get any. Cleveland didn't get any because of Mayor Bibb talking about not helping ICE and not helping Trump.
Oh, the new round of money you talking about.
It's every year.
Okay.
The block grant dollars run the city
Okay.
every year.
Yeah, he
So
didn't.
now
He
you
didn't
don't
get
have
out
none.
with Trump.
He didn't
So
kiss
Trump.
the ring, man.
Trump-
He didn't kiss the ring.
Right.
So without that money, how dare you take the taxpayers' money? You've taken the money that we've paid. There's pools of money at the city.
Yeah.
You're taking now the money that we've paid because that's all the hell y'all got. Y'all don't have the block grant money. So you taking the taxpayer, what the taxpayers paid, and you take $500,000, you'll put half between Harrison, and then you got Harrison. Like, these young cats understand this. You would want to know history before you step to certain people. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh, your time is up. You know what I mean? Talking to Polisic and things like that. You understand who that man is. When you threaten somebody, understand who they are. You know what I mean? And when you see that they can't get along running our city, what the hell? We don't have nothing else coming. And we ain't trying to stop them. We have the ability to stop them.
Citizens, that's right.
Yeah, we have the ability to stop them. We don't show up. We complain and we don't show up. So at the end of the day, let me just say this because you told me it was 45 minutes. Right now, we are in the last 90 days. December 31st, we will have 60,000 emergency housing vouchers expire. Okay, those vouchers go to 3 demographics of people: people with a physical disability, people with a mental health disorder, and what we call kind of high-level domestic violence people that just the life is threatened at a different level. So swoop, they just disappear, right? So those people are going to all, probably majority of them, be in court come April of 2026.
Housing court.
Yeah, because they're not going to have a way for their rent to be paid. Okay? 60,000. That's how many we issued last year. Okay? So once that happens, there's no shelter. Shelters never emptied out after COVID. They still full, been full. Okay? If you look now, you got folks that don't look like us. They walking through our neighborhoods with these backpacks.
Yeah.
Some of them got military backpacks, which come down here. I see women walking with military backpacks.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know if they really homeless or they on his team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's going to be a different situation come December 31st.
Yeah.
Okay? And keep in mind, right now, our courts are tied up with the Section 8 reduction evictions. So you cannot legally revise a Section 8 lease midterm. You cannot. But they did it anyway. And then when the tenant didn't pay, the difference between
Talking
the
about like the
reduction,
landlord?
right, because a lot of the landlords got letters saying that CMHA was no longer going to pay that amount of rent they had been paying. And it was fair because it was based on crime score, quality of home, insurance score. That's fair.
Right.
We giving you $1,800, it's a shithole. That's fair.
Yeah.
You know, so that reduction, if they reduce you by $300, you then tried to put that on the tenant.
Yeah.
Where the tenant gonna get it? Now you in court trying to evict them.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just a disaster.
Yeah.
So you've got great opportunity to actually make some stuff happen. You don't have to own a home or whatever. I'm gonna on October 18th, which is a Saturday morning, 10:30. I'll be at the South Euclid Library talking exclusively about healthcare, housing, and the opportunity. Somewhere down the line, real estate investors decided to separate health and housing. But guess what? You can't get housing without health. So whose idea was it to separate it?
It was deliberate.
Yeah, because if you don't have good health, you're not living in the house. You're in some sort of facility.
Yeah, that's right.
So health, you can't put a person in a place that is not livable and expect for them to live well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We left, and black people had all the opportunity, and we left lots and lots of healthcare services that we could have been providing and billing the government, and we
Well-
still can.
Well, Sonja, I know you got to go, and I wish we had more time, and we'll have to bring you back on. You're such a wonderful guest and very informative. JNS Marketing Resources, real quick, give us a recap on that and exactly what you do and how you can help people.
So I help people establish businesses. I determine how you should be structured. Should you be an LLC? Everybody is not supposed to be an LLC, for the record. It is the easiest audited entity there is. They want you to be an LLC. It's very easy to count your money. It's very easy to jam you up or whatever. So I look at your business, look at the risk that's involved in your business, determine how to structure that business, look at the tax implications, how much you're going to have to pay. And for the record, we don't plan. We have got to plan. We think just make the money, make the money, make the money. Listen, each level, tax level, each money level has a tax level. Okay?
Right.
Their thresholds are only $50, $100 apart. You have to plan to make so much money so that you know exactly how much you're going to have to pay in taxes. Like Costco don't give out grants, but they do when they over budget. When they see they getting ready to be above what they projected, oh no, we giving this away to nonprofits. Why? Otherwise, we gonna have to pay taxes on it. We don't want to pay no taxes. Let's give it to the nonprofit kick us back the tax deduction. It's over with. You have to plan.
And you stay on top of that type of funding
Yeah.
too. Okay.
I'm a grant writer, so I try to keep everybody from taking on debt. I want you to access the capital that has no debt. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I want you to plan. I want you to learn to plan. I want you to follow your plan. And for the record, people, a business plan is not for the bank. The business plan is a snapshot of what you were thinking at a particular time and day about your business. You're to take that every day and see, can you put that business together the way you documented it? You're not going to be able to. You're going to change it. That's how you leave a legacy. This shit, we going around talking about leaving legacies and we ain't no damn documentation. What we leaving? The documentation is so that the next generation can pick it up. We ain't got none of that.
Were you instrumental in a lot of people success when they got the PPPs and all the government
No,
funding?
sir.
You didn't
No,
have-
sir.
you
Let me
didn't-
just say this for the record.
No, I ain't put my people.
I don't give. First of all, you in my fucking pocket.
You got to help me understand what you're
Them
saying.
PPP, all them EIDL, lying motherfuckers, excuse me, they in my pocket. I fucking work for real. I pay taxes. Okay, so when you say on a piece of paper that I make $95,000 a year down in King Kennedy braiding hair, and they say, well, here's $250,000.
Okay.
That creates a problem for me. Real business is picking up the slack on this bullshit that everybody doing. Yeah. And for the record right now, all our little hustles and our little trends, our little mobile car detailing, our landscaping businesses, all that shit, I have never seen as many white people as I see right now opening those type of businesses. I'm accustomed to them opening big business. They not. They opening hustles.
Yeah, that is something.
They are
White
structuring.
folks.
They are losing their jobs with the federal government and structuring a hustle.
Yeah.
We're going to do the landscaping with the rocks and shit in your yard. We're not cutting grass or nothing. Once we get done, you get somebody to take care of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing what is happening right now. The opportunities right now are huge, but we must work together. We all need the same services, but we don't want to service each other.
That's right.
It don't make no sense. It doesn't
She
make
was
any sense.
against you frosters, you know. You
let me tell you
frosters
something.
out there.
If they had, don't tell me shit if it's gonna interfere with my paper, cause I'm gonna tell. Cause you fucking with my money. Okay? You fucking with my money. Ain't nowhere in the world.
Genuine integrity.
Okay,
Goodness.
now real quick, Sonya, I know you gotta go.
No, you gotta go. I ain't gotta go.
Right quick. Let's
Absolutely. Leave my bag alone. I work hard for my shit.
You got a young girl out there, a young boy, you know, they parents separated, you know, they going through some tough stuff, you know, they real impressionable right now. They ain't really got nobody watching over them. Let's get them to a frame of mind to where they can survive
Absolutely.
and thrive.
Absolutely.
Can you give them a few words of encouragement?
How old are they?
However old you think they are.
I think it's very important that, well, this generation, they are the hands. Everything, they got to be doing something all the time with their hands. They not the people like us, like everything we can just visualize and then, ooh, we could do this. We don't have to use our hands, we use our brain. But this generation is about using their hands. We need to show them what they should be putting their hands in, okay? The agriculture piece, like I told him, they sent me all this money for urban farms. I couldn't find one person, not one. That was before Trump got in. We should be taking advantage. There is no shortage of grant money, none. Okay, the private charities, the public charities have. When somebody like this administration gets in office, the other people with the money, they drop the money for us that do nonprofit work, because somebody got to do the work. While this crazy shit is going on, somebody has to do the work, and they know it. So they put the money up so that we can do it. We have to learn how to kind of be more flexible, not be so rigid. We're staying in certain businesses too long. We're trying to make trends into businesses. They're a trend. They are a hustle. They die fast. Okay? We have to actually be open to learning. We have to not shoot the messenger. I'm the one that they done blew my head off 422 times because they hate the messenger. You know what I mean? So it's important that we just be open to it. And like a lot of people think I be being an asshole. But what I be trying to tell you is hold your bag. If I can help you avoid depleting your bag, okay, that's my job. Why would I have you live the misguidance that I already done been through? I ain't here for that. I'm here to stop you from doing that. Take a step back and let's get your plan together. You know, but they don't appreciate that. Well, she just being, okay. But I told you for free and I get paid for this shit. So at the end of the day, be open to what people are telling you. Everything they tell you, it might not be for you at that time.
Yeah.
It might be early. It might be early. They gave you the golden ticket early. tuck it back there. Don't lose it. You know? Yeah, hold on to it.
If somebody wanted to reach out to JNS Marketing Resources, how can they contact you?
216-322-5131. And yes, I'm up late all the time, and I work all the time. And right now, I am really focused on people who are trying to do something with housing.
Wait a minute, are you working with the Superior Renaissance?
I tried.
You tried?
Is he gonna?
It's gonna happen.
I've tried.
Okay.
I tried. I sent a bunch of stuff. Hey, tell him this. Give him that. I tried.
You tried.
I tried. I try to help everybody.
What do you think of the Renaissance?
When we were at Amy Acton's luncheon, I said, everybody is not to be on your team. And Minister Rowland said, I said, you got to plan first. It's not even time to pick the team. You got to know what the plan is, because the plan dictates who the players are.
Okay.
Okay, and all your starters are your starters. They're not your middle ground, and they're not your closers. They're not your finishers. They're your starters. It's some people that come in and get stuff up, going, boom, and they're done.
Yeah.
And so I said that to him. And I said, we got to get the plan together. The plan dictates who the players are.
Give it up. Sonja Leftwich,
That's it.
JNS Marketing Resources. Thank
And
you,
hey,
Sonja.
I'm looking
Appreciate
for
it.
new board members.
New board
for
members?
for my nonprofit.
Okay.
And one prerequisite is that you have to know something about fucking business. Excuse me. So you got to know something about it.
Yeah.
You got to aspire to want something to do with business to be on my board of directors.
There you go. Oh!
And the goal of my board of directors is to take your business and to get you into the funding with me.
Yeah. There you go.
I want collaborative efforts are what generates the money right now. So,
Yeah.
Get the bag.
big bag. Let's get the big bag. Thank you, T.
You're welcome.
Here I am, not never before. To tell my story in all its glory on the Player T show.
Hollywood in the hood.
If it ain't ghetto, it ain't nothing. We got a lot to discuss. You have to come and join us.
Hollywood in the hood.
If it ain't ghetto, it ain't nothing.
Hollywood in the hood.
If it ain't ghetto. I remember not too long ago, I always wanted to be on the Player T show. Here I am, not never before, to tell my story in all its glory on the Player T show.
Hollywood in the hood.
If it ain't ghetto, it ain't nothing. We got a lot to discuss. You have to come and join us.
Hollywood in the hood.
If it ain't